Hi everybody, welcome to Decode Australia. Today is Friday. Love Fridays.
Friday.
September the 25th, 2020. We're going to be starting with USCAD. By the way, my name's Tamer.
My name is Yvonne.
Let's get started.
The US dollar slid down against Canadian dollar on Friday, decreasing the price of USCAD to less than 1.3400 ahead of release of US ADP Employment Change news. The technical bias remained bearish since the pair's price marked a lower low in the recent downside move.
Now, the USCAD is currently struggling around the 1.3353 with the following support levels you need to keep an eye on. If you look at the chart closely, you'll see the first support is at 1.3269, which is the 23.6 Fibonacci level. Second support is the psychological number of 1.32 even. And finally, the third support is at 1.3190, which is the lower trend line arm. On the downside?
Now, on the downside, the price of the US CAD may face a few critical resistance area. The first resistance is at 1.3418, which is the high of September 24th. Second resistance is 1.3443, which is the 38.2% Fibonacci level. Third resistance will be 1.3500, which is the psychological level.
The technical bias is likely to remain bearish until the 1.3443 gets broken, which is a key horizontal support. The key horizontal resistance level. Now for the US ADP Employment Change news. Yvonne, what do we have?
The US Automatic Data Processing Incorporation is scheduled to release stats concerning the US ADP Employment Change news on Wednesday. The figure for US ADP Employment Change reflects the estimated change in the numbers of people employed within the United States over a given period.
Now, increasing numbers stimulates economic growth and enhances the likelihood of consumer spending. Generally speaking, a higher reading is in this regard suggests a bullish market for the US CAD and vice versa.
In conclusion, given the economic outlook of the pair over the last couple of days, selling the US CAD around current levels might bring some profits in short to medium term trading.
That's right, Yvonne. Well said. Let's go to US Swiss analysis. What do we have?
The US dollar declined against the Swiss Franc on Friday, decreasing the price of the pair to less than 0.9300 ahead of the release of US gross domestic product annualized news. The technical bias remained bearish since the price of the pair printed a lower low in the recent downside move.
Now, the US Swiss is currently hovering around the 92.65 level. This price is likely to come across the following support levels. Now, pay close attention to the chart. You'll see the first support is at 92.40, which is the lower trend line arm. The second support is a psychological number of 92 even. And finally, the third support is the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement at 91.83.
On the upside, the US Swiss may have some hard time moving forward near the following price levels. Resistance 1 is at 0.9298, which is the 38.2% Fibonacci level. Resistance 2 is at 0.9379, which is the upper trend line arm. And resistance 3 is at 0.9500, which is the psychological number.
Now, the technical bias is expected to remain bearish as long as the 92.98, a major horizontal resistance level, remains intact. And now let's move on to the US gross domestic product annualized news.
All right. The US Bureau of Economic Analysis is planned to release numbers concerning the GDP annualized news on September 30th. The US GDP annualized figure report reflects the estimated wealth of services, goods, and manufacturing structures produced inside the US over a due course of time.
In other terms, it's a reflection of the country's economic growth, referring to the period under evaluation. Generally speaking, a better than expected number suggests a bullish market for the US Swiss, while a decreasing number anticipates a bearish market for the pair ahead.
All right. In conclusion, considering the overall price movement of the pair in the last few days, buying the US Swiss pair near current levels might yield some good profits in short to medium term trading.
Now remember, when trading, trade with your head, not your heart, and only trade with what you can afford to lose. And at all times, apply strict money and risk management techniques.
That's right. And please also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow our Instagram at Forex Decoded. And you don't forget to like and comment down below.
Thanks for watching. I hope you have all great weekend and hope to see you Monday.
See you next week.
Thank you, Yvonne. Bye-bye.